What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Brian, and this is Country Boy Archaeology with part 2 of me running my mouth. I was going to expand a little bit on Jamie's pre-flood. He said that he thought they were pre-flood because there's none standing. He thinks there would be some standing had they not, and I kind of disagree just because I think it's been since the Trail of Tears, going on 200 years of masons walking around collecting arrowheads and dumbing everyone down to everything else that exists. That's why no one knows about the totems you're looking at now. There is no old world timber left, not much, which means at some point there's been someone step foot just about everywhere. All the big cypress trees in Florida are gone. All the big timbers in Georgia are gone. It was a thing in the day to buy land just to flatten it, the mound that was on it, to make money off the mound and then turn around and sell it. And there's been a lot of that done. What we are finding are just the remnants that are left over. It's been picked through so much, I can't even believe that we was able to do that. I don't, it blows my mind. If it wasn't for the pristine area that I'm in, where there's hardly nothing's ever been developed, then you wouldn't find stuff like this. But pre-flood, maybe. I kind of believe when people say, where's, they talk about the Garden of Eden. And, I think this is the garden, or we're in the garden, and look what we've done to the garden. Look around the garden at the pollution, the plastics, the microplastics, all the spraying that has been doing, like the video I had this morning. The trash everywhere. I can tell you one thing. This place I'm digging right here, you find no trash. Everything they left was just natural. They left it, they didn't pollute it. The water was pristine. Can you imagine back then what the water was like? Can you imagine just digging in the dirt and it not being oil spills everywhere and funky different color rainbows running out of everything? I can't help but to think of the system that we're in now and the system of back then, because they're all on the same page. They were all on the same page because all of these are the same. And nowadays, back then they got up and I believe worked to live, and now we live to work. And it's crazy. There's always gonna be war from this point forward, and I say that because there's always gonna be a group of people who lived like the people who made them totems right there, that did not want to pay into a system. We call them the homeless, but a lot of the homeless are homeless because they want to be. They don't want to be trapped into a system. They don't want to work every day to keep up with the Joneses because they don't care what the Joneses have. Different things are important to them in life. Materialistic things aren't of value, and as if there's never a place for people like that to go to just live off the land, to live their life, then there's always going to be a group of people that's at war. I mean, it's simple. It's socialism, even here in the United States, if you think you're living free, that's an illusion. You're delusional. Try to go fishing without a license. Try to go hunting without a license. Try to sell something as a business without a license. Like Pebro said, try not to pay your property taxes for 2 years and see what happens. Man has stepped in and claimed Mother Earth as theirs, and you have to pay to live. You shouldn't have to pay to live. You shouldn't have to pay to exist, if you know what I mean. You should have the option to get up and to just fend for your family, support yourself. And that is not an option any longer for no one. Back to the Masons, 1776, George Washington, our first president. Bullshit. He was not. Hanson was. He was actually a black man. Yeah. Now, George Washington was the first Masonic president. And people say, yeah, but it wasn't the United States then. Yeah, it was the United States. But yeah, we did things different then. Yep, that's because the Masons hadn't took over. I say that we are extension, and Old Glory is an extension of the old Jack Flag of Britain. That's what I say. The United States and Canada is just an extension of Britain. All of the Masons answer to their lodge, and the main lodge being in London, England. And red and blue make purple. I don't know how more to say it. But till next time, Country Boy Archaeology. Peace out. Much love.